Right, moment of truth. So I ended up reinstalling the game, and I cut out all the insignificant mods. Right, so anything that wasn't or hasn't done irreversible change to the save file. So fingers crossed, the loading times are better, and all that was worth it. But I guess we don't know, because I also all I could find online was A, either it's mods, or B, it's the Trespasser DLC. If it's the DLC, then we're shit out of luck, because, well, I can't unload that, right? But we have a bunch of companion stuff to do, and then what Pride had wrought, and that's a good start, right? No longer just a black loading screen, but the proper loading screen. So fingers crossed, although it's still taking longer than it should. Oh, and then the other issue was, like you're not using a solid state drive and it's full, which I'm not, right? Like half full. Barely have any games. I'm in the good habit of uninstalling them once, I'm done playing. Alright. First and foremost, we have Sin Judgment. We have a few people to judge. Managed to break Tom Rainier out. Blackwell. And then I think we also got one from the Jaws of Harkin. We'll commence that first. Let's see who's first.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor,
Right.
I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The
Yes,
world will
a
learn
criminal
how
with an
you've used your
empire.
influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there.
Not an
I
option.
accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
What? We're picking one of these. We're not a dick. Question is, should he go on to become a Grey Warden, or at least try? I wonder if they screw over and they say no, like he dies in the joining. I feel like this is what
Blackwall
he'd want
intended
most.
you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate, but only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Tom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
It's your chance to atone.
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action, not merely punishment. I find I can do no less.
I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
So I guess that determines whether or not he's a Grey Warden in Trespasser. Interesting. I assume they allow him to do the joining. As in they don't kill him off. So there's a chance when you do the joining because you have to drink corruption, the form of darkspawn
Adamant's
blood, that you
influence
die.
continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus.
Oh,
We
I think
found
this is
him
someone else.
alive, offering extreme resistance. Likely because the Order will ask
Oh
for
no,
his
weird
head,
mustache man.
in more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
Well,
On the contrary, many officials have
also the one
communicated
in
that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this
Jackals.
matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Teventa, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you've trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. glory awaits me.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Too quick. Doesn't actually do anything, right? Because he's just locked away. I feel like giving him to the wardens.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Arantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their
We'll
petty
force you to
justice
join.
or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Well, it matters in the sense of, who you spark rebellion against. We execute him, we're a political power. Wardens execute him. Well, they're a bit more immune. Oh, and then we do have another one. I might have actually a ton of these stocked up. We did do a bunch of quests.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a
Sir
senior
Ruth.
warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing
Your arm is
except be an
super shiny.
example of the cost.
Public humiliation, no. Kayla, that's also not really what she wants. I won't judge a warden. I'm gonna say go to the deep roads. Yeah. I mean, she wants to atone. Just go there
Feel your life is
preemptively.
over. There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Well, I guess she didn't like that much. Suppose we could have also chose to refuse. Another one? No, perfect. Alright. Need to go find Cole and hand him an amulet. I don't know if there's any other dialogue from any of the other companions for us to do. There's probably with
Need something?
Blackwall.
Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
I think, companion-wise, that's everyone. Right, so Inner Circle is just, yeah, Cole and Josephine still. We'll go do Cole. If we run into the Quizmaster
From
too.
Haven's Fire. Of course you handle this, Inquisitor. I thank you for your time, Inquisitor. I learned the Charger chant.
That's not a
Actually,
chance, it's a livery.
no, I
and
don't
a
think
damn
anything else is
dirty
interest.
one.
There's
If the man is
Cole.
running, you have to
No,
give it
no
that.
Quizmaster.
I'd give them more than that, with how useful they've...
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I?
Can't tell if that lighting was appropriate or off.
It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster. Ah!
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
I'm not certain exactly what Klloo is.
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Revenge.
Warm,
I think that was Cole's
soft
personal
blanket
quest.
covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Well, I guess our party's sorted.
All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I still want to kind of remain neutral.
All I care about is making certain that the Venatori can't bind Klloo.
Fair enough. But that
was,
ritual of theirs
yeah,
only
not a
works
great
on
response.
demons, right?
Well, it was more in line with
This
I
is
want
not some
results.
fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Question is to make him human or a spirit. Oh. And then apparently there's a giant ass bug. Only waiting till after completing. Nope, that's fine. In judgment, that's fine. And then console crash. Alright. Apparently reinstalling and deleting mods did not fix this awful black loading screen, which means it's tied to Trespasser. Oh well.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the Spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The Spire?
Cole, stop!
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A
So
captured
frail and
apostate.
skinny.
They threw him into the dungeon in the Spire at Valroyo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Normally here, I'd let him do with Varric. Although I think Varric kills him. From memory. Right. So we're going to do Solus for a change. Plus, I think it makes a little bit more sense. You can also ask.
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
But
I don't think anyone
twists
was going to
the nature of
suggest
the
that,
spirit.
Chuckles.
And
Cole
as we
is
saw
a
with
spirit.
Justice becoming
The death of the
revenge
real
or
Cole wounded
vengeance.
him, perverted him from his
not
purpose.
a great thing.
To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Actually a difficult choice. Even though I usually don't really follow Cole's storyline that much. We'll go with
Cole
Solus.
needs to let this go.
I believe I can help. Cole, come with me.
Not possible. Not possible.
Can you feel this man's pain, Cole?
He remembers now. He knows he killed me.
No. Feel his pain. His guilt. The shame that drove him from the Templars.
Don't worry, we'll erase his records. They clap me on the shoulder, smell of oiled metal and blood. They smile like Klloo did when he made me drown the kittens. Laughter bounces off the walls like
God, the Templars are never painted in a good light.
I'm sorry.
Drowning kittens.
I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
He's hurting, Cole. And you are a spirit of compassion.
Forget.
I believe we are finished here.
You all right, kid?
Yes. He's free. We're both free.
Well, at least the amulet's working now. Then it's just Josephine's quest, I believe, left for us to do. Well, we can check the tarot cards to see who appears different.
It appears to be working. Cole should be adequately protected.
Have you talked to him since? Have you heard what he sounds like?
He sounds like a spirit.
Nonsense words like Bertrand at the end. Just need to hear the song again just for a minute. I'm all right, Varric.
Nonsense words like Bartran at the end. Is he in Varric's head? Still monitor him, right?
That? What am I supposed to do with that?
He can still focus when necessary. He is merely liberated from his self-enforced mortality.
Or
You're
Varric's
still
thinking he's
angry with the
talking
man who
about
hurt
Bartran.
you?
No, I helped him forget. His pain no longer pulls at me. A woman with two names slips a knife in darkness to her left hand. Honey stirred into Leliana's wine. Faith, not revenge.
Could have been a person.
Possibly. Would that have made him happier, Child of the Stone?
Guess we'll never know. Alright. I suppose check up on Blackwall. That's a reasonable thing to do quickly.
Greetings, your worship.
And then I would assume that's the envoy? For us to go duel
Inquisitor.
Josephine's fiancé.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Plus,
Everyone
I didn't
needs
wanna,
something to
re-record
aspire
voice
to.
lines for banter.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Nothing right now.
We might have stuff to sell, but I think we did clear up our inventory. Nope, 63 is not clear. A whole bunch of weapons we can definitely get rid of. Sell all no matter which screen is always just valuables. That's something I never knew. I'll keep all the amulets. I still have a ton of amulets of powers to use. Take the sigils, and all the valuables gone. Perfect. Alright. Let's go win our lady's hand.
Your worship, may I deliver a message from Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto Ventiva? His lordship accepts your request for a duel for the affection of Lady Montelier. He awaits your pleasure in Val Royal.
Tell Lord Otranto I look forward to settling this honorably.
At once, Inquisitor. He wishes you a speedy journey to the capital.
Off we go. I assume you can just, leave this way. Although you have access to the map anyway. I actually looked. Guns look nice, but they look a bit jarring. In comparison to the one Skyld's on. I assume we just go anyway. Alright. Different. Oh, he's happier now. Perfect. Oh, he gets 2 changes. One after he lies the Abyss. Sandra's, Blackwall's, Cole, Vivian. Yeah. I believe all their tarot cards are different. Take our entourage. Ugh. That wasn't that long compared to other times. Maybe it's a little bit better with less mods. That'd make a little bit of sense.
I am Lord Otranto Ventiva, rightfully betrothed of Lady Josephine Montelier.
Oh, it's crazy eyes like me.
Songs of your exploits have spread to my city, Inquisitor. It's humbling to make your acquaintance. It is a pity it will not last longer. Before we duel, I trust you find the weapon to your satisfaction.
I trust you've made this a fair fight, Lord Otranto.
Upon my honor. Shall we begin? An admirable start, Inquisitor. Perhaps House Trevelyan isn't the obscure backwater I've heard it to be. I'm glad Lady Montelier isn't here, exquisite as I've heard her appearance to be.
Didn't expect us to suck so much.
Cutting you down in front of Josephine would have given a poor first impression of House Otranto to my bride.
Strange. I would think the Otrantos already have enough blood on their hands after cheating the Tarazzas.
Who told you? You dare to bring up that slander here? Inquisitor, I will personally...
Stop!
I always love it when someone's the only one who's
Josephine.
allowed to, spread insults.
Lady Montelier, what a pleasure to...
What are you doing?
Hey.
Josephine, I can't take the chance that you might have to marry him.
That's not your decision. The Inquisition needs you. I need you. Yet you threw yourself into danger. Why do this?
I mean, if
Why
we
risk
can,
everything we've built?
take down
Why
dragons
risk
with a
your life?
bow, I'm pretty sure we can take care of one pompous guy.
Because I love you.
You
Do?
do?
He does?
Yes, Josephine. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Withdraws?
Well fought.
Lord Otranto.
I'd assumed your liaison with the Inquisitor was an affair of passion or convenience, Lady Montilier. But I'm not fool enough to stand in the way of true affection. The Otrantos regretfully withdraw the terms of our betrothal.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. I know when I'm outmatched.
A nice, touching story.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about arranging the duel.
Given that you're in one piece, body and dignity, I forgive you. Just do kiss me again.
Alright, and that should pretty much finish up all the companion stuff. We can have all the, I wouldn't say happy endings, but all the proper epilogues. Now, we just have to finish up the main story. And depending on how long what Pride has wrought, it's either today or tomorrow. I don't remember the very last quest being that long. Then we do have all the dialogue with Flemeth and Morrigan.
I can't stop thinking about your duel in Val Royeaux. Running into the middle of the crowd, the noise, the swords flashing. I was so worried for you, but at the same time, well, it was the most exciting thing I've seen in ages.
You do remember what this Inquisition has been doing, don't you?
Allow me to correct myself. The most exciting thing I have seen that didn't threaten to stop my heart. You know, when I first laid eyes on you back at Haven, I hadn't an inkling we'd become so close.
We'll go with the sweet line.
Something suggested you were special the moment I saw you.
I'm glad it did. These moments seem so dear, especially given your greater calling. Sometimes I must remind myself that I'm required to share you with the rest of the world.
The world may want my time, Josephine, but you have my heart.
Then I count myself happy, beyond compare.
Yep, there we go. Only one thing left to do. I wonder how long Varric's buff is going to stay on us. Is this the one that increases crits? No, we're only at 89. Must be evasion. It'll drop away after some sort of fight or event. Alright, what Pride had wrought? An encounter with Samson, basically. Oh, I'll leave the what type of stuff. Well, it might end up being bad. We step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the wardens? They give us the authority.
I have requests
You want the
for
Christians to
information
survive
on your
beyond
lineage
defeats
from a
and always be
few
at war.
interested parties at the Winter Palace.
And
Let's
Draste
return what was
preserve me.
taken under false
Feel free to use
pretense.
those
Retreat
requests
inside.
as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Death of good Sir Ruth. An escort is simple, or does arrange. Know your exact path should we wish to recover the body. Would not stop at escorting, and then just trade her off to the dwarves. But yeah, give her to the Legion of the Dead. $16 to $19. Well, it's a good thing we're...
With an
27?
illuvion,
27's the
Corypheus
cap?
could cross into the Fade in the flesh. Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvian before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
Listen to my plan? Work as a team? Do I even have a plan? Again, in charge of forces isn't really our thing.
You overcome it. All three of you together.
Like, we'd be screwed
Josephine,
if it
have
was
our
just
allies
us
send
leading
scouts
the
to meet us in the
Inquisition.
wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow
let's
down
go- this is a
Corypheus'
pretty good
army
plan.
until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
We've embarked on a quest that ends in facing the most powerful monster in all Thedas.
For now. For the next game.
Do get a good night's sleep.
As you wish.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this illuvion.
Hey, fish. We will take Solus, Sandra, and who else? I feel like taking the mages might actually help. Ugh. So if it puts you off, she turns into a giant ass spider. Or a dragon. Never played any Dragon Age, but Origins. But played that. Ah, you're familiar. Cool. 2 is definitely a big departure. I like 3. It has a nice blend. Some of the tactical stuff could be a little bit better. Abomination will pull our efforts. If I've been mistaken, this might actually be the last. I'm pretty sure there's 2 main quests left. Feels like this is the last quest. Though, with all this build-up.
Inquisitor.
How goes the battle, Captain?
The Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship.
Like the
Commander
shade of our
Cullen
armor
says they're
keeps
nearly
changing in the
finished.
light.
Our scouts saw
Silver
Corypheus
before now,
traveling
it's gold.
towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
So all you have to do is fend off Corypheus's worst zealots until I've returned.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or
Just
does a
noted
more
they make her a
immediate
bit
name
flatter.
come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True, you are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Is this a whole map? No. It's a beeline straight to the area. With some occasional loot though. It doesn't look like you can run off the beaten path. Well, you probably jump off the cliff. Am I even going the right way? Maybe there is multiple paths. Or I'm gonna hit dead ends. And it's just loot, and it's just loot. Alright, just stick to the path.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pathos?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
Surprised we're not getting ambushed or anything. Sort of losing the built tension with the cutscene. Right, note to self, don't stand close to them when they're about to explode. Yeah, definitely tanky though. Just like light skirmishes. Surprised they didn't put just fights in the background or something. You can't access. Just to show the tension. Ooh. Alright, now it's on to just us fighting, I assume. And the guy needs to go first. Well, I'm taking way too much damage. Panic, so we don't have to worry about him. Pick up the ads. It seems like Morgan wants to help tank. I have no idea what Cassandra's doing. Yeah, their tactics are definitely buggy sometimes. Who's backing me? Another archer. Oh, we got ambushed. Alright. Question is, how do we carve up to them? From over there, it looks like. Hopefully they don't swap aggro to us, and we can pick them off nice and easy.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Question is it down the waterfall? There's enemies down there, so it feels like we're meant to go down the waterfall. But I assume there should be a path somewhere. What amulet do I have on? Cool down, I believe. Crit chance, armor penetration. Really much rather another ring of crits. Game barely puts a dent in HP. We should turn the trial off, just to speed things up. They're tanky, but they don't really do much damage. Well, to Cassandra. So, tanking. They do kind of wreck me.
For the Inquisition!
75k. I suppose we can also just try and build the biggest stack of damage. Don't think any of the loot's really worth picking up. in this direction. So it makes me curious what's over here. And let's just look around. A lot of high-end metals though to grab. I think this just loops around to where we came from. I restock my potions and kinda.
There, ahead, an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the walls.
$61K. Although, that one kind of cheated. Just for whatever reason it wasn't disappearing. It seems like if they get stunned... Oh, I'm dead. If they get stunned, the mark of death, which is like our big damage button, lingers, which is cool. Don't know if it's intended or a bug. You can suck it up to being a combo. Where'd the big guy go?
By elves. It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wild.
He just vanished. Yes, so. This still isn't the second blockade. Definitely don't remember there being this big intro to this. I remember the temple. The last time I played. I don't remember running through the woods and having to deal with a ton of enemies. Be one that has stealth and moves a ton around. They got the elite status. That would have been a good amount of damage. They had more HP. We still can get research items. Maybe worth actually looting now and then. But more elves means we're getting sort of close. Question is, what's the fight through here then? Secret way around? Oh, there's definitely an encampment. Interesting. Which final blockade, or go to whatever this temple is. No, my luck, this will be the exit you come out in. No, there's fighting. Or bad. I remember them not being hostile. But they're making us kill them. Oh, there must be a room or something here then. It does appear just to be extra things. Damn the wizard. The one that's trying to sneak around. Ah. Zora. Oh yeah. Another one anywhere. No. Alright, well, I guess we grab a torch. Once combat's over. Good. And look for a shiny green mark. There's nothing great from the loots. Okay. Usually there's a clear indication of what you're meant to click on. Now this is going to make me scour each wall because it did not render properly. Suppose we just bring this with us. These little doors that lead anywhere? No. Nothing by the statues? Alright, so this was actually a little side bit. Curious why there was no fights in this little encampment. Seems like there was meant to be. Ah, they just loaded in. Why? We'll ignore it. I don't think that's going to yield anything interesting. We'll join this fray, though. Fray with giant ass making bits.
We'll hold these monsters, Inquisitor! The Free Mages stand with the light!
Not doing a good job, so I thought I'd Down. Didn't lose our torch, though. No corpse from the other one? Torch up there. Is that a different way again? Main temple's up that way. This makes me want to grab the torch, just in case. Usually they're pretty handholdy. And you don't have to... Well, it's despawned anyway. Cheese the torches. If there's a rune in this area, there'll be another Veilguard thing. The only problem with the Dagtos, it does a ton of damage. If there's multiple enemies, it just hits everyone instead. And of course the armor's up. Another elite one. Is this a ruin? No. At least it doesn't look like it has an opening. Let's just loop around to where we're meant to be going. No quest or indication, right? No. About the writing we found.
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Follow the river. I mean, I suppose I don't actually have to do any of these fights either. We are max level. It tells me just to follow the river. I can just follow the river. But there's something this way. At least it appears to be something. Or it could just be a dead end. Yeah, a little bit disappointing. See any sort of ruins? No. Although actually, I'd like to do the fights, build up the focus bar. Never got why games love to do slow-mo. Must have just been that error. Didn't need to at the time. It's so annoying that they actually teleport, unlike the other two games. So they carefully walk around you. Yeah, she'll appear eventually. No, there you are. Right.
Die!
Alternative paths. Well, I'm guessing that's no return. Alright, enter the temple. So I should do the fight. Probably don't really need to. It looks like our people are kind of losing. Plus, we should get us to the second bar, I think. That might be a pain in the ass. Being incredibly tanky. Keep moving around so I'm not on my shield side. Beeline for me. Someone hold aggro so he stops turning. Alright, lovely. You know what? I don't think we have the research items for the wardens. They will probably have their own. Where? Nope. Alright, but there's no alternative areas into the temple. Oop. The sack left down in the open.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal. Be ready. Corypheus will be there.
I hear fighting ahead.
Namelana Sabanalen.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Well, guess they're not after a mirror.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
But, of course, it's not that easy.
It cannot be!
Across the bridge! Now!
Good thing they have Dueling magic. But yeah, so he's immortal. And that also sort of explains why you're not allowed to make Black Ward into a Grey Warden straight away. Imagine you take him to the final fight and then Corypheus just joints his body. Oh, and then another long loading screen. Unfortunate. Not too bad, though. You usually get more complaining done.
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain? You said you knew what he was looking for.
Confidence can carry one only so far, it seems.
I suspected. I did not know. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
Then Corypheus can't really die.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same...
Oh.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Dialogue we probably want to hear.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mathal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be. unless you wish to turn back.
No, we will do the rituals. You like puzzles.
Do not step any place you have stepped before.
Fair
There can be no vacillation. This is where petitioners walked the path of their gods.
It is where they paid fealty to the gods. I have
Makes it
seen it
easy.
in the Fade. Only the reverent were permitted to touch this ground, and only in solemn contemplation.
Now, I'm altering around. Where did we come from? I'm guessing we came from that way, and it wants us to go this way. Is there anything else about? Looks no. The one puzzle. And then herbs to loot, looks like.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
There's a gate there. And there's something on this side too. The loot area or some other puzzle? That looks like it's just a loot area.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen-Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods
Anything?
into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen-Harel in Methal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mafarath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
We can send for historians once peace is brought to this forest.
The inhabitants of this temple may not appreciate guests.
Hold them off!
Oh, there's fights near. Maybe. Does the ambush get ambushed? Alright, one down. Oh. Take care of the horrors first. Something is wrecking us. Need to just stealth them. Who died? Solus. Archers. They're causing problems. One down. Thank God you're not elite. You just do ridiculous damage. Morgan's doing a good job just tanking. So that's what happens when you have infinite health. This should be high. 45k. appears to be
Come
everyone.
on,
Yeah,
you might
there we
catch
go.
them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of
Two
our
against one
respect.
so far.
You see the urgency.
And no,
You cannot
nothing
find the
from
Well of Sorrows unprepared.
You're very eager to reach our destination.
Are we not all eager to stop Corypheus from achieving his mad plan?
It sounds like what you want is that well.
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I should take your word that this is altruism and not hunger for power.
Yes. Far easier to believe the Witch of the Wild's full of greed. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but
Given how much he studies the
terrible
Illuvians,
price.
probably knows Elvish properly.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Is your real goal the power inside this well?
Yes, if that is the only way to preserve it. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Alright, so we can either jump down the hole or go through the door. I'm gonna go through the door. So... oh, puzzles, then go through the door. So whatever we do, make sure not to fall. Question is, are they the same sort of puzzles? They look to be the same sort of puzzles. Guessing the paths are going to be a little bit more complex though. Already screwed? I think you can jump and cheese it though. Oh, of course, there's a gate. And if we fall off, does it reset? It does. Alright, well, we try again. Go this way this time. Everyone here, does it reset? No. Not quite yet is the gate and how you're meant to do this. Unless it opens up later. Because everyone following me is sort of kind of annoying. Is there a lever or something somewhere that I'm missing? Either way. Stop moving. That's interesting. You can't move them? Why can't I move them? Just clicking a bunch of junk now. Alright, now it won't let me cancel this. Why you don't mess with the tactical menu? Very confused. That's the dispel. The controller disconnect? Is that what's going on? Oh, yeah, maybe. Either way, I want you all off this little platform. You're a nuisance. Then hold position. And then we try again. Of course, I missed the first one too. Fantastic. Let's open the gate. And they're still following. That only triggers for us though, so that's something.
Yes.
Cool.
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
Alright, so the lever definitely loops to here, so that's fine. And then I can start this path. Pull the lever. Start here. Zigzag. So we don't miss one. I've screwed up now because I didn't realize the lever is a switch. It was a timer. Ugh. Let's see if evade works. No. Right, so I gotta re-pull the switch after I go through the back path. Up there. Pull this lever. And we go like this. And we're good.
That did something.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
They're all just going to be movement puzzles from the looks of it. Hopefully this one's a little bit simpler. With columns in the way. I can't stop, which is something I am being very bad at doing. Can't stop and think. I'm doing this one actually.
Ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
I assume the one with the gate is the most complex. And these two won't be that hard. So this is in a very giant room. And of course there's staircases involved. That's layer 1. Hopefully it's just this. Nope, I see it. fine. Salvaged. Don't know where the outer bounds is, that's the only problem here. That'll do.
Everything is lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
That's interesting. That probably means he would have had some interaction. We brought him here. No loot or other secrets. This is kind of giant area. I think with most games, as you get further in, things get less miscellaneous, would be the phrasing. They're not just putting a bunch of random stuff all around.
'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Probably get a bunch of disapproval if you do the puzzles and then jump down anyway.
We're being watched.
Venavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
What is this Vira Belasan exactly?
It is a path. One walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart.
But of course, it's not going to go that smoothly, is it, Morrigan?
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
So she went from, we need to preserve it, to, I need to drink from it to preserve it, to, we need to drink from it. We don't need the well, we don't know what it is.
I accept your offer.
And we
You
don't know
will
what
be
Morrigan's
guided
up
to
to.
those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Morrigan!
No way, up
One
to them?
stayed
No.
behind. Our guide, I suppose.
Nimble guy.
Mitholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She
They're a
seeks to
lot
protect the Well of
lankier,
Sorrows.
seems, than the normal elves.
Let the vultures
I'm glad we don't fight both correctly. Usually the dudes with the giant hammers are always a bit rough. They're super tanky, and they do a ton of damage. And also, their orbit is apparently tanking for us. It's also really good. More research material. Why can you be the guide? Yeah, they're definitely slightly taller. It's interesting that they gave them their own models. Oh, there is loot. Oh, he's in need of gold? Where's the door, though? Is this not where to go? I guess this wasn't where to go. Now I'm lost. No, there should be 2 staircases through this door. They look like walls. Because they are walls. Must have missed something in this room. You must be able to just go over the railing. Nope, that is not right either. Our guide has totally disappeared too. Oh, there you are. Round.
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
We can always ask our hosts.
I will leave that to you.
This is a very nice building. Lots of shiny stuff. And that's the door we're going through. Nope, it's a mosaic. We're going the wrong way again. This door. This is the door. Nothing. Floor. I'm not leaving until I find where this torch goes to. Now it's back all that far. Feels like it should be something in this room.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Yes,
Just a quick look around.
Don't give me a torch unless you don't want me to look for it. We have to wait for you, and I have no idea where she's going. Oh, there's more. Where else? I don't know if she's gonna get upset. I just feel like this is where we were, but now it's open. I swear when we came here though, is there a torch? It must have been. I'm going crazy. I mean, she should... Oh, wow. That's fine. This is a lot bigger of a fight than I realized. Expecting it to be a little bit simpler. I need to deal with the archers. Yeah, the big problems. You're done. I'll actually reset his elite status, I believe. I think we can interrupt. I do have to go pretty far back and I'll grab another torch. Another door. Maybe I should just follow the guide. Yeah, the torch is despawned. Probably loops around. Looks like every path is almost interconnected.
The Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
Yeah, so they're going to open up the wall again. All those little stone walls are secret doors. It's basically avoid combat. I want to go grab another torch, just in case. Yes. Did it once already. Might not be anything, but there may be. Blame the game for despawning it, I suppose. Would be funny if she got upset and then you have to go the normal ways. Yeah, they do connect. Oh, and there is writing, I think. I didn't check this little shrine. You have to get right up to the walls. Nope, that's the loot. Make sure we hug the walls. See? Now you need to hurry up. So they're going to open up this door. I suppose leads to loot. Actually lead to a path? No. Just giving us free loot as we go, that's interesting. Hey, Dirty. You're gonna make me run back and grab another torch. Unless we can do this quickly. Feels like I should be using the focus ability. This is, you've got some very annoying enemies. We're not really doing a lot of damage to. Keep an eye on the torch. If it despawns, I'm not going to run all the way back and grab another one. Thank you for auto aim. Well, I think it's still missed. done. Still pick this up. Perfect. Guide gonna come this way? Or is this the end? I guess this is the end. And Samson is through these doors. We loot. Question is there any more writing on any of the walls? Seems like no. Gonna be the answer. Nothing, 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 nothing.
The Well of Sorrows.
Pretty sure we can just jump.
So Mythal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
Goes to the
How
dialogue.
has such magic lasted?
Curious where the drop down usually leads then. Pretty sure it goes straight to his fight.
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know
Still
when to
registers from the
stop.
cutscene.
You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me.
You die either way,
Being
basically.
force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Corypheus already caused one disaster. Help him now, and he'll rip the world apart.
I'm helping him reshape it. He's had centuries to make ready.
When a guy looks like
You're
Corypheus,
no match for Corypheus.
surely that's the
Even
first
if you
big
drink
red
from
flag.
the well, you'll never
And then
master
when you
its
start
wisdom
looking
as he
like
could.
this,
This
just as bad.
is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Bye-bye.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium! I need it! Kill them all!
Where is Samson?
Take them!
Oh, for starters, I need stealth. Then we go far, far, and do some damage. Not as much as I was thinking, though. We get extra time because the time slows.
I'll show you, bastards! There we are!
40k. And you also have the attack up potion. Oh, we figured 2 phases.
Come on then! You nothing!
It's actually still kind of tanky. But when we double our crit damage. Guessing he's going to go into another phase. That's why our damage is stopped. Is he getting bigger? Oh, he is getting bigger. That's impressive. We turn into an abomination. I just realized, why is everyone dead but us? Right, because these three things are a nuisance. Unless this guy can tank it all, I'm screwed, I think. Don't attack me. As long as I can get some backup, we're fine. Get one person down. Thing salvaged! I probably should have focused on them instead of just looking at Samson. There. Cassandra regrouped enough HP to do this easily. Have looted him.
Not the well, you wretch. You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Certainty. I think that's Meredith's. Yeah, Meredith? Yeah. From the second game. Your sword reforged. Really should.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
Let him then.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Only you knew.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Virabella San remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shemlin have not touched.
The Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
They might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to awaken, if fate is kind.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
Well, I guess she sort of approves for either it being resolved diplomatically
His name,
or trying to recruit them.
Abalas means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
Oh, there was
You'll note the
Illuvion
intact Illuvion. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvion, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mathal's last Illuvion will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Kind of
Of
right,
those
we've only known
present, I
you for
alone have the training to make
a week,
use
probably.
of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which
What's
you
the
could only
saying?
dream. Can you honestly
full
tell
cup.
me there is anyone better suited?
Solus wouldn't want to. We'll just go straight to it myself.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk.
Well,
Make her help us all.
Enough
I found that kind of
deliberation.
weird.
Give me your decision.
Well, they're all saying let her use it.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
We'll take the risk.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
Sarah, Dorian. Well, see, that's kind of weird. That Cassandra was telling us to make Morrigan drink it.
And who's to say it will go to waste?
I do.
But we're doing it twofold. I think canonically it makes more sense for us to drink
I am
it
forever
than her.
balked by those who believe they know better
There's
than
no
I.
way we just trust her.
Drink if you will, for the
She
sake
clearly
of
has
us all.
ulterior motives.
Steal your will, to do it.
And then there's the actual result of drinking the well. Being bound to the... God, what's her name? Elven name. Mirithel? Which is actually her mother. Plus, this way we get to find another dragon. Isn't so much a drink as a bath? Oh no, there we go.
Why am I here? Corypheus! A Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
I suppose the first requirement would have been to know how to speak Elvish. Elven? I think it's Elven.
Inquisitor! Inquisitor!
How do you feel?
Time to go. Nina? Flip him off. Once again, we take his.
The Alluvian!
Through the mirror.
Does it look like Plymouth? I think it kind of looked like Plymouth. Alright, now we have all the dialogue to follow up. And I think it's go do the dragon. You know what? I feel like we could probably finish. I don't think there's much left. And we can start Trespasser fresh tomorrow.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not. He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
It's voices. Whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she
We go
chooses
learn
to tell
Elvish.
us.
Have I not been
Easy
forthcoming
peasy.
enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier, you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon is not an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task.
So the question is, he didn't have the
Corypheus
dragon
alone is powerful,
when he
but with his dragon.
burst or
There is a way.
when Hawk killed
You'll
him.
need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
Are you certain of this?
No. We must be ready for anything. A trap? Or worse.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
I wonder if this was the point at which he was meant to assault Skyhold. Although I don't think they got very far in its development, so it's probably not. Probably never even thought about story-wise. I think they canned it pretty early. You're unconscious. Armed escort. Well, don't think Josephine is correct here. I think
Consequences of drinking from that well. Never mind.
The other... No. Yeah, just the one. Then we can do sit in judgment, I assume. And it's just the final piece, which I do think is the final quest section. What's the quest here? Just the war room.
Forgive me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, General to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
Judging him will affect as many as his crimes. I won't take it lightly.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The Prophet just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you. Believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose, just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Guess Cullen will question you? Yeah, information's probably best.
Very well. Samson, you will spend your remaining years serving the Inquisition.
I'm guessing it's not many remaining years.
Cullen will be your handler. Perhaps he can get something useful out of you.
I doubt the Commander believes there's anything worthy left in me.
You're not wrong, but you served something greater than yourself once. Perhaps you can be made to remember that.
Alright. Now check in on people. There's also the mosaics, which we haven't finished. I don't think the collectibles are that of interest.
We went to an ancient rune where you consumed a pool of elfiness, and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
Input on what happened. I don't think there's any impactful dialogue. I do want to see if Krem has anything for the charges.
After what happened, I just
Usually he's up for investigating the areas.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags, and look a lot larger than they are. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
Oh, perfect.
We'll talk later.
Quickly do that, and then Morrigan. Well, actually, I'm assuming wherever she wants us to go, we'll probably require the war table. Go to the garden and talk to Morrigan.
We don't have the strength of treaties to judge a true Great Warden.
Oh, that room, I assume? Or is it upstairs? It should be upstairs. No, perfect.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
She was chasing Kieran.
She said he activated the mirror somehow, and then she ran into it. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
Look for which of your abilities gives you bonuses against demons or fade rifts. There's none. Pretty sure. Except if you're like a Templar.
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade. How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere?
Glad they're giving us loot. At least a few things to sell.
Morrigan!
Go back! I must find Kieran before it's too late.
Well, then why not have a
Why
hand?
would Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power.
You mean like the soul of an old god you stuck
If
in
he
him?
is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
We'll find him, Morrigan. He can't be far.
The Fade is infinite. He could literally be anywhere. Whatever happens to him now, 'tis my doing.
The entry
I
point would be
sent
the
him on
same, and
this
he can only
path.
walk so far.
Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
I already said yes. Roundabout dialogue sometimes. Oh, there's any secrets or anything. Obsidian, so you can just get any loot from them. It's another thing I don't remember. I remember it just being a cutscene.
There he is!
Who's with him?
That's... No. It can't be.
Kind of more curious about the bleeding statue in the background.
mother.
Now, isn't this a surprise?
Clearly not the good sort of surprise.
My lovely Morrigan has a flair for the dramatic. Thankfully, my grandson is more sensible.
Kirin is not your grandson. Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful? I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
Be a good lad and restrain her.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Of course you know. You drank from the well, did you not?
You are Mythal.
You can't be Mythal. That's not possible.
Explain to me, dear boy, why I cannot be what I am.
Not even Elven.
Mythal was an elven god. You're...
Human? Not a word many have used for me in a very long time.
I'm sorry, Mother. I heard her calling to me. She said now was the time.
I feel like he's too
I do not understand.
aged for that voice.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mythal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. What do the voices tell you?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims? Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
So must I serve you now because I drank from the well?
Is that how you see yourself? A servant? I have no
Well,
commands for you.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
But yes.
Then what is it you want?
One thing, and one thing only.
I have to go now, Mother.
No. I will not allow it.
He carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness. You know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose? The reason you agreed to his creation?
That was then. Now he...
Makes me wonder
is
if
my
children
son.
of wardens are blight resistant. The whole idea was you
extends
could
her
only be
life
done
by
when he was
possessing
a
the
baby.
bodies of her daughters.
In the womb.
Inquisitor.
Once
That
he
was the
develops
fate she intended for me.
what she did in Origins.
I
wouldn't
thwarted
work.
her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
Wait, the way she talked about Kieran.
I am not the only one carrying the soul of a being long thought lost.
He is more than that, Mother.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
Mother, I have to.
You do not belong to her, Kieran. Neither of us do.
If Kieran is so special, why did you wait until now to come for him?
I did not know where he was. Morrigan cleverly hid him from me. Until now.
'Twas the well.
Be thankful you did not drink. Imagine, bound to your dear mother for eternity.
That's the main reason why we drank it.
Whatever else you think he is, Kieran is still a child.
And so much better behaved than his mother was at his age.
Kieran,
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad, and you are free of me forever. I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or keep the lad with you, and you will never be safe from me. I will have my due.
he returns with me.
Decided so quickly.
Do whatever you wish. Take over my body now if you must, but Kieran will be free of your clutches. I am
That mentality
many
doesn't
things,
work, right? Because if she
but
takes
I
over her
will
body
not
right
be the
now,
mother
then
you
we'd
were
have
to
Kieran
me.
anyway. Little plot hole in the story they're trying to do.
No more dreams?
No more dreams. A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. As for you, Inquisitor, there is an ancient altar deep within a shaded wood. Go to it. Summon the dragon that is its guardian. Master it in combat, and it is yours to command against Corypheus. Fail, and die.
Wait!
Alright. Let's go tame a dragon. And with the fact that we've already, killed 11, I don't think it'll be too hard. We do want to assume we come back to Skyhold after we get the dragon. It's not just straight into the final mission, because I want to restock our potions and everything. probably end up just burning through the final boss fight.
Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god soul all along. Is it worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess, or whatever Mythal truly was, and her plans are unknown to me.
So Kieran had the soul of an old god?
Taken from the archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
But why did you...
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared. Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands. I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Did I? She was testing me, and I cannot tell whether I passed. Mother said you must summon a dragon at an ancient altar. Do you know where that is?
I think so. It's a place dedicated to Mythal.
As no doubt is the guardian you must battle. Pray my mother has not led you astray, Inquisitor. She is not above doing so for her own amusement.
Alright, go to the altar. That's all part of the final quest. So we will probably stop off. Sell some stuff. I don't think we have to craft any, but yeah, our gear is fairly decent. We want the Blood Lotus, because I think I need this for one of the... for one of the potions that we want to make. But then it's just whether or not I wanted to go get the last little collectibles. We're missing 3 bottles. They're all done though. You can find all the dwarven mugs either, all the gears. High dragons are the main ones to me. Landmarks are done though. And 3 mosaics are still left. Oh, and a few regions. I suppose we could go and try to finish these off. So I'd have to just look up where the mosaics are and everything. I don't know if it's that important.
Your worship.
Head down to the Undercroft at the very least. Craft the potions. Take a look at our supplies.
So I'm thinking...
Burp stuff. Oh, a bunch of just weapons for once. Not upgrades. But I think I don't really ever use anyone else's. No. Just have to restock ours.
A forge like this.
Oh, I guess no. Were they schematics then, maybe? Either way, we don't need the bow. Unfortunately, it's level 17. We don't need the weapon either. We don't need the armor. The amulets of power, I should really use them. Must have been schematics we just got. The weapons and stuff definitely didn't appear in our inventory. No, I know what it is. Because I reinstalled the game, it trying to re-give us the premium items. That didn't really work out. Inventory, accessories. Who do we have necklaces for? We have one for us, which is something. Vivian, Blackwall. Do for both of them. I do think this system was kind of stupid. I have to equip up and then re-equip. Everyone has rings, that's interesting. Right, that should be everyone. Also, probably go check the Emporium. There might be some rings to actually buy. I need a little bit more cunning. I would kind of like to hit 100% crit. I suppose having 90-ish is not bad. By the way, we have Krems. I think that's the last small table mission, it looks like. Plate the numbers. Guns done similar work, they may be able to ambush enemy forces. Have the manpower to do much more at the moment. Follow the Venatori map.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty,
quickly get
conversions
to the destination and strike down whatever threatens us.
All premature until we deal with
Be safe, I guess. I guess the altar is already marked on the map. It would be somewhere here. Yeah. Should be fine. We'll go to the dragon. Dorian, Sandra, and Ironbull. Well, actually, Solus would have been better. I'm sure the altar. We might be able to teleport straight away. Just in case he has any impact. We do like hearing the most out of the story, but I feel cutscene's going to play, isn't it?
It's here.
Perfect. Alright, in that case... Never mind, you cannot...
I can
leave.
feel it.
Are you certain it's still in one piece?
I'm sure it's here. Just keep an eye out. There it is. This is all that's left of the altar. We few who travel far, call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear. I'm here, Flemeth. Just as you told me. If I must master a dragon to fight Corypheus, then send it.
Cool. Has a sharp-looking head. Usually means it can deal quite a decent amount of damage. We missed a lot of our damage. I guess it's that easy. Assuming we would have to deal with it fully. I guess not. Pet dragon. It's a shame it has to fly its own dragon. We do more with it. Guessing that's I'll come when you need me.
If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Why did it fly off? Will it come back?
It will come when I summon it. Once. That's enough to fight Corypheus, however. I have my dragon.
Alright. Oh, yeah, I have to walk out the exit. So go to the Emporium, and then yeah, we might as well just finish up the main game. Done the DLCs, done all the story stuff. But, I don't feel like 100%ing the collection stuff. I do want to just check if there's anything of interest to buy here. Part of me should also check the achievements. Wonder if there is any for the collection logs. We're missing 10. Curiously. 10 we are missing. Harvest 50 herbs from the garden. Oh well. Any new decoration element for Skyhold.
my back scratcher?
And then hard or nightmare, which we should get both. It looks like DLC stuff. I can always make a save first if I want to do the collection, just for the achievements. Any of these actually good? Level 20... No, they're not. They were too low level. We have assault. For attack. Dex and cunning. Don't need any of the necklaces. Buy the ring, though. Might be a little bit better.
The Black Emporium shall not be held liable
in crafting materials to grab.
Demonic possession, or
not really, no.
hives resulting from improper.
Just chuck that ring on instead. Salt instead of armor pen. 5% extra attack should add up. And then just back to Skyhold. The last quest. I'm guessing it'll have like warning text saying this is the last quest. Double check, make sure. And it's just the one quest. Do I even need more potions? I only need one for the last fight. Pretty sure we can just go straight to it.
Can you say it once?
Should I put my boots on in a certain order?
Pretty sure there's crafting stuff in the DLC. And all your stuff carries over like normal. Alright, final war council. And final battle. It's not October yet either, so we're still a month out from the next game. I feel like Trespassing won't take that long. Warning, the start events that lead to the end of the story. Continue to play the game afterwards, but some content may be unavailable.
I agree. Are you well?
Mainly companion stuff. This will lead to the epilogue.
Did you find what
Probably
you
should have
need,
saved,
Inquisitor?
actually.
I can match the dragon. Corypheus is another story.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Something tells me it's over there.
Corypheus.
He did that? But why?
Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
I must go now, before it's too late.
I mean, it goes both ways. We took out his commander, and his forces are still there as well. Alright, to end it off, who's coming with us? Dolus, Andra, and Varric feels poetic, right? Because they're who you start the game with. But I like Bull more. In that sense, I probably should have respected Solus a little. And given him Dorian's Ring. That pretty much gets us out of a bind. He has chance to res and stealth when he's not in combat. And also, I should have saved. Oh well.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
At least our men are loyal.
I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
A little bit choppy,
so
right?
it shall. You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
A dragon! How clever of you! Will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Yeah. Safe to say we're a little too slow. Mind you, again, this is Nightmare, and I also have a mod that doubles enemy HP. Bosses are a little undertuned compared to some of just the grunts. Second phase. It feels like we could have dealt with the dragon too. Just kill it. Yeah, perfect. But again, we just go drink a potion. It didn't like how much damage we did again. And then if there's another phase with Corypheus, we have luckily one more chance left.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Did I take Blackwall instead of Cassandra?
No, I will not allow you this victory.
I feel like I remember seeing her in the
You
cutscene.
and all the heathen barbarians shall burn.
Interesting.
The breach is getting bigger! Not on our watch.
Tonic. Thank you. I can land my dagger attacks nice actually. And kaboom. Yeah. Turns out an ability that just straight up doubles your damages. A little OP.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Dumat, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
My orb thingy.
You wanted into the Fade. Solus?
The orb.
Are you sure? We could take the pieces. Try to...
That would not recover what has been lost.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes. I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive? Then it's over. How
3, 4, 5,
lovely.
6. Yeah, everyone's there.
And the sky is healed, healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We rebuild. Well, no, we hunt.
We go back to Skyhold.
Actually excited to play Trespasser. I have not. What is this, my interest, sort of? Yeah, Wayne's. It's good to get a refresher. There's definitely stuff I didn't remember. I might have to up the enemy HP more. But I do feel like some of the fights do have interesting mechanics. They just need to be more tanky. The damage seems to be alright. Even with the lack of healing. You're up
A
next.
moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
I'm curious, if Cassandra's divine, do you still get her? Like, to use her in the DLC?
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart. Nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Alright. Party time.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn. Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
We couldn't have done it without you.
You've done enough for me. Forget the flattery. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
I can scarcely believe it.
The Conclave, Haven. It seems so long ago. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
You go through the doors? Oh, no.
That was the Tevinterest Vint in the history of all Vints. The original mold from which subsequent Vints were cast. And I got to help kick the shit out of him. Good times, boss. Good times.
Corypheus left us a big mess to clean up.
Right. Probably not as many giant explosions in the sky from here on out, though. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hathrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Ah, Anan.
You turn to
I've been
face
starting to
NPCs
think
when
about
you talk
putting
to them.
all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor Trevelyan story. What do you think? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll Have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Klloo needs to win back some of his dignity.
They're all happy. There's still fear. But you helped them all. You healed what was hurt. They don't want to forget what happened, even if it gives them nightmares. It would hurt less, but it matters to them.
The fear reminds people of what they fought for. It gives the victory significance.
It's part of being people. I know. I don't understand, but they...
Even as a spirit, he still has grown.
I think I could return to the Fade if I tried. I'm light enough to slip through. But I'd like to stay and help for a while, if that's all right. I can still help people here.
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's Herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Let the philosophers worry about that. Tonight is for celebrating.
Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... Veilguard. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut it, you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. All right, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning. Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything, such a mess. She was completely breathless.
You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie, all these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
I appreciate everything you've done for us.
So you should. Being appreciated is a nice change of pace, though. I'm also pleased to come out of it alive. I wasn't expecting that.
You thought you'd die?
Didn't you? The hero dies in all the best stories. Anything else just sounds so implausible. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition.
Like having an old god baby with Morrigan in the first one.
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Or being a regular guy who... What are the three things? Deep Roads, a giant spirit. An insane Arashock, Minari, like Iron Ball. And then a Abomination and Illyrium infused Templar. Is everything that Hawk managed to deal with.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
So we should be. Defeating Corypheus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have challenged me.
And he would have gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth, to make us the Order we were meant to be. That will take time. Meanwhile, I am free to remain with the Inquisition. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand. You are the Inquisitor, a symbol of hope and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
Talked to Josephine last. Well, I'm curious where Liliana is. Ah, there. Hopefully the lighting's a little bit better.
Enjoying the refreshments?
Yeah, sort of.
Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Sure. The points.
So much to do, my dear. I'll be returning to Veilguard to organize the Loyalist mages. The Empress requires my expertise during what is sure to be a difficult transition. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
This is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Ugh, I should never have hired new
Yeah,
caterers.
this was a bad
Leave it be,
point to start talking to her.
Everything's fine.
Actually, they could have just made the camera focus on the person
I'm
you're
so
talking
sorry. Nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
The drinks are fine. It's been a wonderful evening.
I hope you're not just saying that. You're not, are you? What a disaster. So my name is late. The invitation to our guests barely went out at all. And it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Thedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
We deserve each and every compliment.
Yes, I rather think we do. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
I think that's everyone, right? We've made our way through. Oh, you can't go down. Surprised Harding's not here. Interestingly. Nope. No one else to talk to. Alright. Up to our quarters then.
May I join you?
Imagine if after all the romance you could just say no.
I wanted to catch you. The celebrations appear to be winding down with the sunrise. I've never witnessed such a lovely sight.
Always gotta put on the charm.
Sometimes your words are so sweet, they ache.
That's love.
That's you. It's been good to have this celebration, free of what the future holds. Whatever awaits us, my lord, I know only one thing. I would never have you face it alone.
And just, no? I thought there was a tender kiss. Wow. Just stuck with Cassandra. Oh, it's nice to see slightly different ending to what I would normally go for.
Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed.
Should be the epilogue, so I'm just going to let this play
Consider
out.
the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne, Where once war raged, there is now a shaky peace. Orlais is resurgent, the Empress a patron of arts and culture. Many attribute this recovery to her lady love, though others wonder how long their reunion will truly last. Fortunately for Celine, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. She meets with their leaders, urging unity. Miraculously, her words take root, and for now, the Chantry remains strong. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. When Leliana disbands the circles, they leave the Inquisition and reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. For the moment, it appears to be working. Mages are enjoying unprecedented acceptance throughout Thedas. And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand, ready.
Oh good, still going. Worth noting, Travis Moore does not like any of his music being on YouTube. Morris, I think I said the last name wrong. Which is fine. Means on the VOD I'll just probably end up cutting out this sequence. But the epilogue and the little teaser for Trespasser will be fine. Ooh, interestingly. I assume this would have been the purpose of pushing Veilguard, but Dragon Age Inquisition is Bioware's best-selling game, having sold over 12 million copies as of September 17th, 2024. I'm curious. Elden Ring sales. Yeah. Elden Ring sold 13.4 when it was first released. Well, you know, roundish. And then with the DLC, up to 25. It's a shame, right? Bioware and EA just being on a landside trajectory downwards. Any Veilguard news? Oh. Making a soft reboot. 3 choices. Ah, okay. Fantastic. Where's the source, though? Dragon Age Veilguard will ignore Origins and DA2 lore and only recognize your big Inquisition choices. So the big choices would be Divine. I doubt the Mages and Templars has any rhetoric. Probably the Wardens. I'm assuming the article will outline it. They want to avoid contradicting what has happened before. So it also makes me think that the Dragon Age Keep is going to be pointless. I mean, again, 9 years of development. Granted, it was put on the back burner for, less successful games. Aside from did Mass Effect Andromeda do that well? I've never really played the Mass Effect series. Does it list the choices? Only your Inquisition choices influence Veilguard, Veilguard World State, which skips over all things Origin and Dragon Age 2. New comes from a recent interview with IAGN, from series director. I want to avoid the cameo appearances, which I think the cameo appearances is definitely, that's just fan service. Never something that's really necessary. Just having a character pop up there. For instance, how Hawke and Alistair interact in Inquisition. Definitely a bit more pivotal than, just how they appeared in DA2. But in that sense, I'd like to see the big choices from every game matter most. Granted, as long as they tie into the story. Like the big one from Dragon Age 2 would probably be what you do with Isabella, the Arashok, and the God, I forget what their holy book is called. Or, I guess, who you side with? No, not really. Thinking about it, DA2 is very self-contained. There's not really any big impacts on the wider world. But I will be curious to see what choices actually matter then. And I think people are taking this the wrong way, actually, looking at reactions to it. It's not that your choices won't matter, it's that they will have set choices that are already defined, right? They have a canonical world, similar to like the book with Alistair, comic with Alistair. I think it was a comic. Either way, white time.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Dun, dun, dun. Fine. The DLC's out now, so we get to explore that straight away. Well, tomorrow. But they'll probably do it today, right? We finished the main game. Definitely gonna play Veilguard. But they keep going back and forth. They give you something good, and then something bad, and then something good, and then something bad. They listen to feedback, and then... Well, we'll just have to play it for ourselves and find out. I have no idea how to access the DLC either. There we go, Trespasser. Go to the war table and prepare. Alright, perfect. Well, I will probably craft and do upkeepy things. I might go around, find the mosaics, right? By that, I mean Google them. But I think that's a good enough stopping point for today, right? Main game done. Trespasser tomorrow, right? I have a feeling it'll probably take 2 sessions. Maybe 3. Either way, hope you enjoyed. Everyone hanging around or watching posts. Thanks as always. Otherwise, see you around.